Yeah, look, Katie, it's a defeat at the end of the day, and when you get beat, you've obviously done something not quite right all round. We just didn't have, in terms of our actual performance levels today, our energy, what we're about. We just didn't quite find it today. The most frustrating thing and the biggest telling thing of the game was the early goal. You can't come to places like this where they're going to be resolute if they go 1-0 up that early on, and it's a very poor goal for us to concede, like a second phase, and we've let the boy have a free header, which is very unlike us. But it's just frustrating because I think all in all, over the course of the whole game, we didn't ask enough questions. We had a lot of possession, but we didn't have enough, as I say, what we are and what we've been about. And listen, that's a credit to Slough. You have to give credit to Slough, to Scott and his team. He set them up well today, and they defended very hard, and on the break they had some chances. But I'm just disappointed, and it's quick. It's 2 quick games, so there's obviously reasons as to why that team was picked today after obviously 3 such fantastic results. But I picked a team to win 2 games of football. You know, it's a very, very quick turnaround, 48 hours. And it's all good and well in hindsight, and you look back and you think roll with the same, but then where does that leave us for Monday? And we just tried to pick a team today that left us picking a team on Monday to win the both games, or certainly getting a minimum of 4 points. But it didn't happen for one reason or another, and it's not just the boys that have come in who haven't been playing, it's the whole 11 today, and the boys, the bench that came on. It just didn't quite click today, it just didn't quite happen. But that's football, that's life, it happens. We've been on such a fantastic run in terms of the first 3 games. We were riding high, and I said to the boys at some stage in this season, if you like, we will take a punch to the nose, and it's how we react. And that's what that was in the week. I said that before the game, and I've just said that to them again in the huddle. Then it's how we react. So it's down to us now to dust ourselves down. We'll be in tomorrow to recover and train, and we'll be ready to go and attack Bath on Monday.
And how does an early goal like that in the opening 4 minutes change the structure of how you manage the game, especially from the sideline?
It's just. You always talk in build up to games, and when you go about things is stay in the game, but start fast. And we didn't do that today. We've started fast in most of our games, and we didn't. But if you're not going to be on top in the first 15 minutes, it's about staying level minimum and keeping that 0-0, because the longer it stays 0-0, the fitness will kick in, the gaps will start to open, and the options and the openings, as I say, will start to come. But when they go 1-0 up, you're then thinking, right, it's going to be a difficult day to break them down. They're going to get in with their shape, obviously with their back 3 and their wing backs, full backs, if you like, so in terms of their back 5. So look, it was frustrating. It was frustrating to concede so early, because that then leaves us chasing the game, and you then start to force the issue, and then you start to stop seeing certain stuff that you might see if it was a level pegging game. But look, that's football, that's life. We had an early goal in our first game of the season, and it changes things, and it's a frustrating day all round, Katie, but it's nothing that we need to get too down about. As I say, it's how we react, and we need to be relentless. We need to react very quickly, and we need to go again. We need to pick ourselves up, and that's exactly what we'll be doing.
I guess as well, results like today show how unpredictable this league can be. We started the day off at the top of the league, while Slough started at the bottom of the league. Well,
it shows you how tight the division is, Katie, that I think there's such a tight unit this season, where sometimes you see like a runaway 7-8, if you like, and then people get cut away, but they won't. But Slough are a good side, mate, no bones about it. Slough are a good side. Scott's been here a long time. Obviously they're a new group, but they're young, they're energetic, and it's a tough place to come. I think I read something in the week, they've only lost like 6 in 50 games here. That might be 51 now, or 52, whenever it was last said. And it's always been a tough place. We know that as a football club, it's a tough place to come here. But these are the type of games where you have to roll your sleeves up, you have to dig in, and you have to get it right. And you can't concede soft goals, you can't concede early goals. But all in all, as I say, we wasn't at our best today. We wasn't ourselves, but it happens. It happens to the best. It happens to all the teams across the world. And it's all about how you then react in the next game, as I say. And we have to put it right, and we have to make sure that we are at our best on Monday.
And as you mentioned there, we have a game again on Monday, so it's a chance for you and your side to have a quick reaction and also a positive reaction to today's result.
Well, that's the beauty of football, and I said that again to the boys in the huddle, that usually sometimes it's on after a Saturday game, you go straight into a Tuesday game. But this is even quicker. This is a Monday, and this is nothing better for us to come in tomorrow, get around each other, be together as a team, like I always talk about, that togetherness. And that's exactly how we'll be tomorrow. We'll do it right with the boys that need a little bit more and the ones who don't. And then what an opportunity for us on Monday in front of our home crowd on a bank holiday, sunny day, no doubt. And there's no better opportunity for us to be able to turn it around and get back on track.